Hi guys, how's it going? I was get- I was getting my music like I usually do. Um and it's interesting for the divine feminine. This is going to be a divine feminine, divine masculine read. Of course, the karmics are going to edge in somewhere. But sorry, it's coffee. I need my coffee. But it's essential we get the message out because it's important. Okay. So, with the divine feminine, the song that I kept getting for you guys for the past 3 days was As Long As You Follow from Fleetwood Mac. So, I mean, if you don't, you guys have to know Fleetwood Mac. I mean, look, I know I'm Gen X, but you guys have to know Fleetwood Mac. If you don't, you need to. So, As Long As You Follow actually is kind of like a song about devotion and about what it means to be in a devoted pair. And it's about finding, I guess, this feminine who about the song. It's about finding hope after difficulties, drawing strength from, I guess, the things that they've been through, but getting strength from a loyal partner. And it's also an expression of renewal and commitment when a loved one returns or decides to stay through the muck and the mire to be by your side. So this is a divine feminine. And look, guys, it's a collective reading. So if it's not going to resonate, it's not going to resonate. But, and that's fine. Not every reading's going to resonate because it's for everybody. It's really hard to pinpoint, just one person or one thing. I'm sorry, I just dropped my pen and, well, let me see if I can get it. I can. I got it. Yay. So yeah, I mean, when I listened to the lyrics of the song, I mean, I know the song, but I really wanted to dissect the lyrics and understand what Spirit was trying to convey. It was like this. The two lines that stuck out the most was now I know I can't lose as long as you follow, and that is towards the end of the song. But in the beginning, it says a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So that those two lines struck me the most, or psychically, I was picking up that those were the most important. So, the pot of the gold at the end of the rainbow is the first line of the song. It's not just about finding light and clarity, but it could also be about like financial, like my divine feminine's finally reaching what they feel in their lives is abundance or a security on their own, not with the masculine. So this is definitely a divine feminine who hasn't found her counterpart yet, or someone who's been doing it on their own and feeling, I don't want to say struggle, because I don't feel like it's a struggle. I feel like they've cultivated their life, they've built their life, they've managed to do it on their own and fulfill both parts of divine feminine and masculine within themselves. Look, we have that. We have feminine and masculine within our spirits. And so I feel like this divine feminine has done all this. She's done the work, and she is more than capable of doing it on her own. However, with this song, it's more about finding that devoted partner who's willing to do the work alongside with her, and knowing that when she has that, even though she feels like she's winning, I guess, in life, that's kind of like the theme. It's like this, now I know that I can't lose as long as you follow. So that's interesting too, as long as you follow. So obviously, this masculine isn't there yet. She's requesting, as long as you follow and you come with me and we do this together, we really can't lose no matter what. So I kind of like that you guys got this, but I'm also feeling, I don't want you guys to feel that just because you may not be looking for a divine counterpart, you may just be happy on your own. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's not, everybody has somebody, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a love or sexual relationship. It could be, a child. It could be your best friend. It could be a parent. We have connections in life that don't warrant sexual connotation or actual marriage or love relationships. It's okay to you know, have that too, and not feel like you're missing out, you know? So I do want to make that clear, because I didn't get, that wasn't the vibe. The vibe was more like, um, saying that if we do this together, I have a partner, not in crime, but you know how people say, oh, my partner in crime. It's almost like I have this partner who's there through all these trials and tribulations. To be honest with you, my partner is my son. I mean, we've been through so much together, me and my kid, and I love him. I mean, he's definitely my soulmate. He definitely chose me to be his mommy, and I definitely chose him. Well, I think he chose me to be his mommy. I got lucky. Yeah, he's just amazing to me. So for me, that's who I feel is my counterpart in this life. We've done everything together since he was born. Just everything, you know. We've been through so much together. And I just feel like it's different for everybody, you know. Now, I do want to say this. Hold on. You guys, check out this thing that I got. Isn't that the coolest? I love it. It's so wild. I subscribe to that Mindful Souls. Some of it's a little cheese, but for the most part, they do give you some good pieces. But that's not the stone I need. This is the one I want. Okay. All right, let's before I get to the Divine Masculines song, which is hilarious, you guys are gonna love it. I want to continue talking about the Divine Feminine, so let's push forward with that first and see what's going on with you guys. Because I mean, right away there's almost like when it comes to devotion, it's like rededicating yourself or devoting yourself to your path again. Maybe you got sidetracked, or maybe just life took over, and that's fine. But I'm kind of getting that I'm devoted to the work that I do. I'm devoted to the job that I do. I'm devoted to my creative process. I am devoted to shifting and changing my world and manifesting the things that I desire in my life. And so they're telling me that all of this is like, instead of devoting to some so-called relationship, if you are single, and I know, guys, believe me, I get it, because I'm single, so I get it. Your friends are like, oh, don't worry, you'll find him. And it's like, I ain't looking. I'm good. You know, if he happens to come along, great. Or she, whatever, you know. Don't put a gender with it. Whatever, you know, it is, it is. But I'm kind of getting like this vibe, like, you're like, God, I'm like, are people so like not in love with their own life that they feel that having a person in their life is going to complete it? So that's, I mean, look, I'm not saying like no man is an island. I get all that stuff. But I also feel like if you don't love yourself and cultivate a life that you love, and don't look in the mirror and see yourself with a loving and kind heart, you're not going to be able to give that to somebody else. You know, you need to be balanced on your own, and then you're able to be a divine counterpart to someone else. I do feel like a lot of you feel like, God, I just, you know, there's a lot more that I want to do. And I'm not sure if I'm ready to sacrifice my time or energy to invest into something that may or may not happen. So a lot of you are being very discerning about who you're inviting into your energy. And you're also not putting up with bullshit. You're not putting up with riffraff. You're not putting up with liars. You can tell a narcissist from a mile away. And we discussed this in the last reading. You definitely have your radar up. But this time you're honing in. Like, you're going to know the authenticity of people. And what their agenda is for you, if they should have an agenda. However, if they come authentically and they're just somebody that you slowly get to know, and the process is based on an evolving of two souls learning about each other, that is so beautiful. And I think that's what a lot of you are looking for. You're looking for that. You're not looking for the meet cute like they have in movies. You're not looking for that, because you know that's bullshit. You're looking for the authenticity. You're looking for someone who's real, who's going to tell you like it is, and really be themselves around you, because you can sense the liars, the fakers, the masks that they put on, you know? And that's hard. It's really hard, because I had this one friend, she was like, well, that leaves nobody. And I'm like, that's not true. I'm like, not everybody's wearing a mask out there, you know? Not all divines are perfect either. But the point is that I think that, and it's not like we have our thing, or what they always say, oh, you have your expectations too high, or, you have this list of what. I don't have a fucking list. I just want someone to come correct and not lie. Like, wouldn't that be wonderful? So it's almost like that vibe where you're just like, God, I just want a normal person who's going to be like, yeah, hey, you want to do A, B, and C, or let's go check out this place, or you want to grab a cup of coffee and just talk, I mean, I think that's, you guys are just looking for that. But instead, it's all been muddled by texting. And you know how many people get what I say wrong when I text? I hate texting. Can you call me up? Can we talk on the phone? I'm so much better. There's no emotion behind email or texting. There's no emotion. And especially when you're dealing with online stuff. If you're meeting people online, which I am not, and I will not ever, if you're doing that, I'm not judging people that do it. I'm sorry, that sounded a little judgy. I didn't mean to sound like that. What I mean is that I feel like the energy gets lost in the electricity. I don't know how else to put it. It muddles how you read people, and you can't read people that way. You can't. It's for some reason. I'm not saying the electricity stops you from getting your psychic vibrations. It doesn't. Actually, it can be a conduit, but I don't feel that it is very personal, nor is it effective in creating a connection when they have this, was a swipe left, swipe right stuff, whatever it is. I just think it's really strange. And I know a lot of people are like, well, I don't have time, so I gotta. I think that's what's getting lost, is that we don't make the time to really get to know somebody. It's like nobody takes the time to really. Some people, I don't just put everything out there right away. I got layers, bitch. I mean, most people have layers. So Divine Feminine, that's what you want. You want someone that's going to take the time to learn about you, understand you, and vice versa. I mean, there's nothing more of a turnoff than a guy that comes in and just says, or whatever, a counterpart comes in that's interested in you, and they're like regurgitating or bleh, their whole life, and it's like, whoa, dude, I only asked you if you wanted to go to coffee. It's like, it's not. We don't need the whole circus show right off the bat. Let's just, look, we've all been through stuff. It's really strange how things feel a little forced nowadays regarding relationships. And of course, there's also the go-to to sex. I mean, it's just like just having sex. Why can't? All right, I'm sorry. It sounds like I'm really venting here. It's not me personally going through any of this. I don't date because of this. I just feel that it's just not. It's just weird out there today, and it's like all they want is they want to send, messages. They don't want to talk on the phone. They don't want to connect. They don't want to meet in person. They want to kind of prime you up with messaging and things like that before they actually meet in person. And then it's almost like they're setting it up so that, well, then we could just have sex, and I don't even have to court them or date them over time. So the Divine Feminines that I'm reading are getting really sick of that fuck game. And I don't blame you. I totally get it. So none of you are tolerating that. And yeah, so right now, you know where your energy is going? It's going into you. It's going into your business. It's going into your children. It's going into your homes. It's going into your friendships, your relationships with others. Not so much love relationships, but just cultivating some really firm bonds with like-minded individuals or people that are at your energy or level. That was my son's phone. You're not wasting any time with the fuckery. I mean, that's it. You're done. So, it's not to say that all is lost if you are looking for somebody and you want to be in a relationship. But I think right now, the most important relationship is the one that you're having with yourself. And you're really cultivating that, and you're expressing, because I see a lot of you just doing things that are geared towards getting back on track with work, or getting back on track with finances, getting on track with health and wellness, going to the gym, working out. You just really focus on having, I kind of feel like there's like a schedule too. I'm feeling this vibe of like, I have to have everything scheduled right now, because if I veer off course, I'm not going to meet my, the outcome that I'm trying to reach. But don't be so strict, you guys. Leave a little leeway for creativity and a space for graciousness, you know? Most of you, if not all of you, already have a spiritual practice in place. So I'm seeing a lot of you meditating, working on your chakras, eating healthy, and not because you're trying to lose weight. It's more about like just feeling balanced and good. Alkaline is what I just heard, in your body. And if they're saying alkaline, they could be talking about eating more alkaline foods, that too. But I'm also getting a lot of you are healing on multiple levels, whether it's mental, physical, spiritual. There's this kind of clearing away of the toxic vibrations that you have picked up from others. There's this kind of clearing away of the toxicity that other people try to throw at you. And while I do feel you're very protected, because you're empathic and you're empaths, you are going to pick up some of that residual energy. Just transmute it. That's what I always say. If I'm getting images or negative feedback from outside myself, I know it's not from me. So I always say eject, and then I replace it with a positive thought, and then I ask for spirit to transmute the energy into white, bright light that is usable energy. That's all you need to do, and you'll be clear, okay? I don't feel like you guys are getting hit from the karmics anymore. Woohoo! They finally gave up. Oh my god, it's amazing. I think they just realized it's not doing anything. It's actually harming them more than it's harming you. So they just gave up. Which is something they should have done probably years ago. But, you know, we live and we learn. So I'm not getting that, but I am getting that we do need to watch out for so-called frenemies. I really hate that kind of context or that word for some reason. I don't think, you know, I get that people think it's cute, but let me just see something real quick. What is the definition of a frenemy? Oh, shoot. Hold on, guys. The school's calling. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Nothing bad. He just, it was about his IEP and he has a I homeschooled him. They switched him to a 504, and now I had to put him back on his IEP. It's not a big thing. It's a good thing. All right, so we were talking about frenemies. Hold on. So the definition of a frenemy is someone who acts like a friend but secretly acts as a rival, competitor, or hidden enemy. So now I was getting this a lot. You know, mixed feelings, hidden competition, unstable connection. It's just like there's a rivalry. There's a frenemy, or you have certain friends who act like they're your friend, but they're really not. So I was picking up on that too when I was tapping in and meditating on the situation. If that's not the case right now, it could be something that's, I'm a psychic, so it could be something that's happening or could be happening in the future. But I kind of feel like just keep a close eye. And I think you guys know. I mean, I certainly do. I know who's authentic and, who's not. And not everybody, can, but I feel like if you tap in and you meditate and you just ask spirit, show me their face. Who is my frenemy? Who is the person who's pretending to be supportive but really could give a shit and is secretly in competition with me? Which is so fucking weird. Man, we should have each other's backs, ladies. These definitely aren't divine feminines. Maybe there's just something going on where it's like, I don't know. I mean, maybe you guys are in the same business or something, or in their mind, they feel like you're doing better than them. I have no idea. Who gives a shit? I mean, I just think it's so fucked up. So I feel like a lot of you are just going to be very, again, it's not even like masculine energies, it's feminine energies. My divine feminines have their radar up, and they're just not dealing with the bullshit. They will shut it down because they don't want to waste any more time or any more energy right now. You guys you have a trajectory, and you're carving a path that's so defined by what you're manifesting and what you're seeing for yourself that nothing can deter you from your path. It doesn't matter that you have these frenemies or because now it's not even the karmics anymore. Now you got to worry about people disguising themselves as your friends. Like, really? Can we ever catch a break and just, I don't know. It's just weird to me. So I did pick that up. I kind of feel like a lot of you are are not allowing the naysayers or anybody to steer your focus or tell you, well, maybe you should be doing this, or, well, it doesn't really seem like that's getting off the ground. Maybe you should do that. Fuck you. Mind your fucking business. Do your own work. Don't worry about what I'm doing. I got it. You know, like, I just think a lot of people around my divine feminines are trying to derail or put your focus elsewhere. Like, and I'm sure like some of them might mean well, but there's also this condescending undertone that I keep getting with the energy that you guys are dealing with. Like, it's like I said earlier in the video, I was talking about how if you're single, say, and they're like, oh, don't worry, you're going to meet somebody. And, you know, it's like, you know, bitch, I'm good. I mean, don't get me wrong. It would be great to have somebody to share life with and go through all the shit together with and grow together spiritually and have that divine don't get me wrong. I would love that. I would. But is it going to keep me from doing what I need to do? And is it going to slow me down for what I need to do? Hell fucking no. I'm not, you know, that's ridiculous. There are some people that get very depressed if they're not in a relationship. But I got to tell you, sometimes being in a relationship isn't good. You know, sometimes it's actually doing the opposite. It's not building you up. It's not sustainable energy. It's draining. It could be toxic. So a lot of you have already been through those kind of relationships. And so you're not going to play the game anymore or seek those kinds of relationships out. Whether it's a love relationship, friendships, family relationships, you're not doing the fuckery anymore. It's over. And I love that you guys are being so strong about it. And the thing that's so funny is that they'll keep trying to get back in. I mean, I'm kind of feeling they want to. And I don't know. It could be any energy. It could be ex-lovers. It could be ex-boyfriends or girlfriends. It could be family that's still trying to, even though you kind of separated yourself from them, realizing they're never going to change how they are with you. And you're just like, I can't do this anymore. You know, I don't want this kind of life. I don't want to be angry. I don't want to fight with you. I don't need that toxicity. I don't need you spewing your energy on me because you're going through A, B, and C. I mean, we're healers and we'd love to be there for people. But when they flip the switch and when they start doing things to hurt my divines, that's when my divines are like, whoa, wait a minute. You know, I've been there for you. I've been helping you through a lot. And now all of a sudden you're attacking me. So that's not going to fly. We're not going to put up with that. Everybody is healing in their own rate and their own speed. Even the divines are constantly healing. But the thing I like about us divines is that we're healing, but we're not spewing that energy on other people. We're going through the punches. We're doing the shadow work. We're doing the dark nights of the souls and the desert periods, and we're walking that truth alone and facing our demons and healing from that. You know, sometimes I feel like some of you still feel like you're being attacked, but the fact of the matter is I'm not getting that anymore. I don't feel like you're being attacked. So if you do still feel that way, it could be that there's some residual energies that needs to be purged. So if you could do like a Reiki session, go to a Reiki healer. If you could do a healing on yourself, that's what I do. I get my crystals, I lay on the earth, and I just do a healing, and everything's here, all from here. I just think about it and I make it happen. So you don't need to, if you know what you're doing, you can heal yourself. Obviously, we're able to heal ourselves. But if you do need help, then go. Get the acupuncture, clear out those energies that are kind of like stagnant or not flowing, the chi's not going the way it should. But I do feel like you guys are doing that already. Lilu, no. She's doing that running thing back and forth, which is fine. I get it. It's not even a full moon, baby. No. I'm not worried about you guys, essentially. But I am worried about now these frenemies, because it's like, I think you guys are just tired of having to have your guard up and your boundaries so high. I feel like a lot of you want to have some fun and just let loose and just have a good time. And I don't mean in a toxic way. I mean like going out with friends, having lunch, you know, going to the I'm pretty well, I guess I'm kind of boring, but I I like to go to the bookstore. I like to go to art stores. I love going downtown, and I like there's Boho Hendo has all like bohemian clothes. I love looking at that kind of stuff. So I do a lot of window shopping, or I'll go to the coffee shop and I'll be working on my book or writing or doing whatever. Those are the kind of things that you guys want to be doing, you know. Go to that yoga class, you know. Go drink the green juice, you know. Just sit in nature. Go hiking. There's this waterfall that I always go to. I love it. It's not a long hike. It's only a mile, but once you're there, it's like this beautiful river, and there's a tiny little waterfall. So now that Brian's at school, I can do these things, you know. I mean, I couldn't do that last year. I was homeschooling him. So I'm really excited about getting out there and having fun again. And I think you guys are doing the same thing. You're getting out there and having fun again. It doesn't have to be all work, you guys, okay? You can play. Just do play that you love and that keeps you vibrating high, right? Okay. I don't want to talk about the love life stuff, but they do want me to touch base on it. I kind of feel that I see someone coming back to apologize. I mean, at least that's what they're showing me. I don't know what happens. Obviously, I can't say unless I give you a personal reading, but I do see someone from the past coming back to apologize. Now, whether or not this is an ex or somebody, it could just be that they want to just heal it. So, oh my God, my cat's going crazy right now. Lilo, are you all right, babe? What's the matter? Psst, psst, psst. Honey. So funny. So yeah, I'm kind of getting that. I'm getting that vibe. And then I'm getting another energy that feels like maybe you guys had a falling out or something, or there was some kind of just disagreement about. I kind of feel like there's somebody like where there's differences between you. Like you couldn't get more like two different people on the planet. But I also feel like they misjudged you. You know, I think that they made assumptions, and we've touched on this before. So this person might be coming back to try and apologize. They might want to ask, do you want to maybe give it another go? They're probably afraid of rejection, which you might reject them because, I mean, if they rejected you, and it's not like you're playing a game, you're just assuming, look, I mean, obviously this isn't something that's going to work because, I mean, if you rejected me the first time, I don't see how this could work. But some of you might give it another shot. I don't know. That's up to your discernment. It depends on who it is. I also feel like a lot of you are coming into some kind of money, whether it's money that's owed, whether it's an inheritance, whether you win the lottery, whether you win a scratch off. I have no idea. There's something about money coming to you. And Spirit is telling me, please be careful with this money. I don't know why my cat's acting like a psycho. Lilo, what are you doing? What is the matter? What is it? You guys hold on. Okay, never a dull moment. What's going on with her? She's freaking out. She could be, I don't know, she's chasing something. Who knows? All right, so, yeah, I feel like it's all good, guys. I don't know. There's really nothing negative to report. Except that, I mean, I just feel like you need to just be very discerning about who's coming back from the past and maybe focus more on new connections and new relationships, okay? I don't feel, if you've had a falling out with somebody, look, we can forgive. We'll forgive, but it doesn't mean we have to sit at the same table. You know, a divine feminine is not going to hold, hate in their heart. We don't do that. It's not what we do. We move past it and we move on and we forgive and then we leave it at that. We're not going to pursue a relationship or a friendship because you just know whether this is right or wrong. But we don't like to carry hate in our heart either. So we forgive and we just move on. All right. We got to talk about the divine masculine now. I might have to end this and just do the Divine Masculine separate. I think I might. So this is 30 minutes. Let me just see. What else, Spirit? Is there anything else that my Divine Feminines need to know? I was going to pull Oracle cards, but I'm not really up to it, so I don't really need to, you know. But it's nice once in a while. Closing this reading for the Divine Feminine, what do they need to know, Spirit? I like that. They're kind of telling me you're coming into this softness or of this way of being in the world around you. And so it's very aesthetically pleasing. You're doing things to make your environment not, when I say aesthetically pleasing, I mean, you're surrounding yourself with things that you love, things that you find beautiful. Everybody's different. You could be redecorating your home or maybe building a meditation room, or you're getting out in nature more and you're just doing things that you love, things that resonate with you. You know, for me, fall is coming and I want to crochet some scarves for me and Brian. And then, you know, I like needlepoint. I like nerdy stuff. And then of course I'm writing and I'm doing my art again. I'm really into it. It's just been nice. And I just like that vibe. It's what I like to do. So for the same goes for you guys. I feel like you're just doing things that you enjoy and that's making you happy. And it's building, kind of like this beautiful environment for you and for your home, and you're just taking care of that. And your home is a reflection of who you are, you know. You see all my stuff in the back, I'm like, God, there's so many flowers everywhere, like prints and things. Normally, I mean, my couch is pretty plain, it's just black, but you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. Right now I have a lot of boho stuff going on, but you know, it's the gypsy wagon, guys. That's the way it is. Okay, so I love you guys. I'm not getting much of anything else. I just feel like you're in a good place. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep working on the healing. Keep focusing on self and, you know, broaden your horizons in the sense where you're connecting with like-minded individuals and you're doing hobbies that's how you're going to meet new people too. They just said that. They were like, you know, if you want to meet new people and you want to expand your circle of friends, because I kind of feel like you guys are getting out of your extrovert phase. Because I'm a little bit of both. I'm an introvert and an extrovert. So it depends. But my circle is very small. Very. Especially small. Smaller now that I live in North Carolina. But I kind of feel like you guys are ready to expand your circle. And I am too. I was even thinking about starting a coven here again. Because I did one in Florida. It only lasted a year. But it lasted, you know, well, that's not true. It lasted a little long. It fell apart because of a toxic person that had to ruin it for everybody. Okay. Well, anyway. That's what I have for you guys. I love you guys. Don't worry. Everything's fine. Just enjoy it. Just do your thing and be happy. Okay? All right. Bye, guys.